Did I just spend $2.50 on a Christian Dior saddle bag? Oh my god. Today we're going to talk about one of my best finds at the Goodwill bins, a Christian Dior bag. So here's how it went down. I decided to go to the Goodwill bins, which if you're not familiar with the Goodwill bins, I actually did a video about that, so you should totally check that out. But basically, the Goodwill bins are kind of like the warehouse for Goodwill. So nothing is really sorted out except for by type. And you pretty much just go through and grab things. And the particular day that I was going, I was striking out. I was not finding anything of much value. I got some shorts that were pretty stained, and I actually kept them after watching them, but that's a different video. And I got in a conversation with this guy, and he was like, oh, is this your first time? He's like, do you come very often here? And I was like, okay, a little creepy. But then he was telling me about his wife, and we just had like a really good conversation. And he's like, I make lots of money by coming to the Goodwill bins and finding designer bags. I was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, that's one of my dreams, is to find a designer bag. And he was like, oh, really? And he goes, do you want this bag? And I was like, what? And he pulls out this Christian Dior bag. And I go, oh my goodness, no way. And I was ecstatic. He was like, if you want it, you can have it. He said, I have much more valuable bags that I found. So I say yes, and I take the bag, I purchase the bag, and I get it home. And I start doing research on the bag. I don't really know if it was authentic or not. So I'm looking and I'm like, okay, it's a Christian Dior saddle bag. And then I go, oh, these are worth a lot of money. And I go, but I'm not finding this exact bag, right? So I'm like, it's fake. It's not authentic, whatever. And then I find it. So I go to the site called therealreal.com, where I have actually purchased a couple items before. If you're not familiar with The Real Real, it's a consignment shop for luxury goods. So I type in saddle bag Christian Dior, and I find the bag, and it's worth a lot of money. Now, to be completely fair though, this bag did have stains on it, and there was a tear in it, some of the glue was coming apart, so this bag is not in the best condition. But I am super pumped that I have a Christian Dior bag, and I got it for $2.50. So I've done a little bit of upkeep on the bag. I've used my zero waste stain remover bar to get some of the stains off, and they're still visible but a lot less visible. And I have sewed part of the bag back together so that it's not as badly coming apart. And I've also done some glue work, which hasn't been super successful, and I'm gonna try again with some different glue. But I am gonna show you guys the bag now, and let's see what you think. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this short story time on Christian Dior bag from the Goodwill bins. If you're interested in purchasing this bag, leave a message in the comments and we can actually talk, or hit me up on my Instagram at minimalimpact22. Thanks so much again, and see you in the future. Bye.